sign for keeping secrets in my head or any space you can find. Glad to see that I could help make your life a little easier. But have you ever thought of how I felt? You need to think about your behavior.
It's only Tuesday, boys and girls. What can I say? It's time for another edition of Butch On Sports. Simply Butch is here, and as always, thanks for tuning in here. Yes, on a Tuesday evening here, early Tuesday evening, by the way, here, as a lot of things some things are going on, and some things are winding down. We'll get to all those particulars in a few after we kind of dampen down the music a little taste here and say hello to you. Yes, I will. I will say hello to you. Let's get to some sports news you can't get enough of. Let's talk about the Detroit Tigers first here. Chicago's in Detroit all week long. Chicago Cubs, Chicago White Sox. Yes, the Cubs are starting this brief 2-game series with the Detroit Tigers tonight down there at Comerica Park. That's just now getting underway here. No score, so whatever happens or we get any word on anything, we will pass that along to you. And of course, the weekend series, a 4-game series with the Chicago White Sox, will contain Mickey Lolich bobblehead day, along with Alan Trammell on this upcoming Sunday having his jersey retired on the wall of Comerica Park. Those are some big routines that we're going to catch up with this weekend here in the good old city of Detroit, Michigan there. I'll be down there at the stadium to take on in and get interviews and all the other good stuff that I can hamper for you here. In the meanwhile, the Detroit Tigers, general managers, they did some shuffling this weekend here. I don't think they like what they see when it comes down to defense and defensive abilities, especially those cornerbacks, which, yours truly has always had a fit on talking about there. So, the team has announced that they have signed free agent Marcus Grimaldi and waived Stephen McClure with an injury designation there. Grimaldi, the cousin of the famous Dominic Rogers Grimaldi, is an NFL journeyman, spending time on 6 different rosters. He's in camp for the Detroit Lions there. Yes, he is. He's in camp. They also got Sterling Moore in the camp here. They also announced Dexter McDougal is also joining the cornerback group there. They had to cut some people loose here, by the way, here. Bo Nunn, defensive lineman, he was released. And Stephen McClure and cornerback Antoine Davis has been also waived. Stephen Longer has been placed on injury reserve to round out some of the shuffling the Detroit Lions are doing. And I'm quite sure before the deal is done, we're going to see a lot more shuffling there. I don't think the management staff or the coaching staff is happy with the BS that's coming from the Detroit Lions players when it comes down to they're interviewed, or basically their effort on the field. And you know very well that I have always noticed they talk a good game in interviews and whatever it may be, but when it comes down to getting down to work on the field, it's a little different scenario there, and I don't know why, but it happens, and you can't wonder and put people through a whirlpool, or as I call it, a trick bag of goodies when it comes down to people watching you and whatever it may be. And I watch the game pretty doggone closely here, per se. But again, Detroit management and staff, they seem to be miles behind what other teams are doing, and as they try to figure it out, and teams that has been in existence less than the Detroit Lions, and you can't wonder why they can't figure it out. And I'm going to get to that portion in a moment, because there's some interesting good stuff here. Now, I'd like to talk about this Friday past. I had the opportunity to, instead of going to the locker room, which I did not go to the game, and I'll be the first to say it, I didn't go. And I'm kind of disappointed I didn't, but, well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So I thought it would be nice that I ask some of our loyal listeners and people who are watching the game just like me on telly, ask them what they think. One person said over 60 years they've averaged a 7-9 or less in one season because of the weak schedule, or maybe a 9-6 or 10-5 if they get a weaker schedule. Then they can get a harder schedule and go as high as maybe 7-9. For long as the Ford family are the owners, you fans can expect it. Look at the Ford family ownership. Why would they spend money to get good teams when you fans fills the stadium? I don't know what one person said. Very interesting. Here's what another person said. The history has proven that their organization is one of the worst in pro sports history. Bobby Lane outdid himself. It has not been 50 years or over 60 years since an outright championship for a football team. This wonderful sport and city and region of Detroit deserves much more. Yet people keep going, spending their money for entertainment of a losing team. That's just another statement here. Here's another statement I just from another person. I got more here, boy. I had a good time just talking and listening. Throughout the years of mediocrity, there has been one constant: the Ford ownership. The Fords do not care to win. They're happy just to fill the stands with a cheap gimmick and lots of phony PR. Even though the Lions are worthless than all the other teams, the Fords still make money without spending to build a contender. Yep, that's what some of our fans think about our Detroit Lions. Are they accurate or not? Heck if we know. But I know one thing for certain: they're very much so observant. And most of the time you do feel the fact that the parent owners and people don't care. Or they lose their mind when it comes down to, and I repeat, when it comes down to, knowing the people who feed them. They mistreat everybody, and I'm talking about PR departments on down. I can call there for 7 days in a row, and they don't answer the phone. What business don't answer a telephone or return your phone call? Come on. It's downright pitiful. And this family don't do nothing about it. Nothing. And they make that money, and so be it. 8 o'clock, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. The Buccaneers against the Detroit Lions on Friday. Let me just tell you right now. Jimmy Smith of the Baltimore Ravens have been suspended without pay for the Ravens' first 4 regular season games for a violation of the NFL personal conduct policy. Smith was suspended, will take effect of the final roster reduction on September 1st, and he'll be eligible to return on September 1st. Be eligible to return on October 1st, following the Ravens' game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Smith may continue to participate in all his club preseason activities, including games. But after that, he's going to set a spell and get himself together. I don't know what the conduct is, but Jimmy Smith will be suspended for 4 games of the regular season. Boo-hoo. The University of Detroit, we don't talk about them too much here. University of Detroit Mercy College, and the basketball team, new head coach is Mike Davis. Mike Davis has been well illustrated as being a very good winner in wherever he's been. But he spent this time, this summer, looking for talent to bring to the U of D Mercy College for the basketball season in this upcoming year. And I think he's done some things, because we got some news about his tours and bringing in people, that you can't get from here in Michigan there. And I won't lie to you here, the recruiting for U of D Mercy has been poor, and it should be a lot better job for the type of school they have and the complexity of the talent they can receive. But it hasn't went off that way there. It hasn't went off that way indeed. And I look at schools like River Rouge and Wyandotte and whatever it may be that should be on top of the list of U of D Mercy. And I don't know. I don't know what happens. The first batch of recruits consists of 4 freshmen and a junior college transfer, 5 fifth-year senior and Division I transfer as well. Mike Davis has brought along. Let's give the starting legenda of these new players. One of them is Harrison Curry Jr. He's 6'7", 230 pounds, from Ann Arbor/Legacy, South Carolina there. He's going to have to sit out a season, and we'll have 2 years of eligibility left when he decides he's going to play next season. Anton Davis, yes, a freshman. He's a guard at 6'1", 270 pounds. He's a linebacker type of good here. He's from Houston, Texas, home school. He's a 3-star recruit by ESPN, a rival ranked 20th in the state of Texas and 15th best recruit in the Houston area for the class of 2018 by the Houston Chronicle. And yes, he is the son of Mike Davis. Good place to be here, huh? Jacob Holland, a guy, 6'4", 200 pounds, from Los Angeles, New Mexico, and New Mexico State. He started all 25 games he's appeared in to lead New Mexico's University in scoring with 14.7 points per game to go with 2.8 rebounds and 1.3 assists. He'll be coming to U of D immediately playing. Willie Iselin, he's come from Tbilisi, Georgia, via ASI Prep, and that's in California. He spent the last season with ASI Prep Academy, scoring 8 points, and grabbing 4.0 rebounds. And he's 40% behind the arc, so we have a 6'8" guy there to deal with that. Transquan Knight is another one from Pensacola, Florida. Selected third team NJCAA All-American All-Region in the Alabama Community College Conference Player of the Year as a sophomore at Shelton State. He's going to be coming to UD. He's 6'3". Marcus Moore, 215 pounds, 6'6", from Woodstock Academy in Los Angeles, California. He played for Woodstock Academy in Connecticut. As a senior on the team, who saw 9 players earn Division I scholarship. So maybe this guy got something juicy there. He's 6'6", again, 215 pounds. Bo Nigajoa, okay, Nigajoa, 220 pounds, from Los Angeles, California, Middlebrook Academy. He spent the last prep season at Middlebrook Academy. He averaged 16 points a game, 12 rebounds per game, while shooting 60% from the field. And if he can do that in major college action, we got a fine there. The Titans has recently released their non-conference schedule, and you know what that is. And if you don't, we will give that particular upcoming in the later on weeks there. But their first game is set to begin on November the 6th at Western Michigan University. We're talking about the Titans of UD Mercy. So you got a little peek, a little pimp, little snippet of, yes, what they're going to do down at UD Mercy this year. You know, if they could do a little bit something that they have done in years past, I mean, that should be good. I'm talking about UD Mercy. We ain't talking about University of Michigan yet. We haven't really talked about Michigan State, which are pretty doggone good schools in their own right, or Central Michigan, Western Michigan. We're talking about UD. And they need to really find some things going. And as we just kind of scan the way here, I'm looking at Comerica Park. And you know what? They're leading 1-0 over Chicago Cubs. But the Chicago Cubs got Dale Murphy today. Acquired Dale Murphy from the Washington Nationals. The general manager, Rizzo, he looked like he's getting ready to blow that place up to smithereens. He's going to lose Bryce Harper. I'm quite sure of that. And any other team member in there. And, you know, I couldn't understand why Rizzo's making all those firings. And he's fired a many manager. Why he couldn't fire himself and find a decent general manager? I can't understand that. And meanwhile, Detroit Tigers announced that they acquired right-handed pitcher Nolan Blackwood from the Oakland Athletics as one of the 2 players they'll be named to complete their trade for right-handed pitcher Mike Fiers, who's 4-0 since he went over there to Oakland. Blackwood is 23 years old. He's ranked the 30th best prospect in the athletics organization, according to Major League Baseball's pipeline. He's 6'5", 185 pounds. He's a right-hander. He posed a 6-3 record with a 4.08 ERA. That's nothing to sneeze over here, boys and girls. In the meanwhile, Detroit is leading the Chicago Cubs by a score of 1-0, with 2 outs and runners on third base. I'm just monitoring the game here. I'm just monitoring it here. You know, and it would be nice to, you know, Detroit on this home stand can get some considerable wins, because it will help people fill up the seats, because this place looked very much so buck naked. And, you know, you can remember a time when a team like the Chicago Cubs come into town, this place would be flying off the handle for somewhere to sit. and have some decent seats there. But right now, I haven't got a good glance of the stadium, and what I see right now is a bunch of empty seats. Well, maybe in the background there, I'm seeing a lot filled on up there. I'd say right now we got about 25 to 30,000 people in Comerica Park, and that's not bad for the way the Tigers have treated this season. Forthwith. The Xena Prep Kickoff Classic is the premier season opener for high school football events in Michigan, organized by the Detroit Sports Commission and hosted by Wayne State University. We're going to have a whole heck of a lot of teams be participating in that. 3 days of goody two-shoe football on Thursday and Friday. And yes, again, on Saturday, as I'm watching right now, Detroit scores another run. Detroit leads by a score of 2-0. An RBI single by Victor Martinez. I just can't put it better anywhere else. If you didn't hear the show last week and some other interviews, he's going to be booking. He's going home. Speaking of the Xena Kickoff Classic there, there's going to be teams, a lot of downriver teams going to be participating in that. There are at least 3 of them, I should say. Trenton will be playing Allen Park in the Friday night game. That is a 4 o'clock start. And also, the River Rouge Panthers will be playing on Saturday at 3 o'clock against Cass Tech. That ought to be a barn burner. That ought to be a good game. And there's a lot more games there. Like I said, 2 games on Thursday, 3 on Friday, and also 3 on Saturday. And we're not just saying that's where only the football's being played, boys and girls. Upper Peninsula, Lower Peninsula, Center Peninsula, in between. It's going to be football all over the place in the state of Michigan between Thursday and Saturday. And, of course, next week, because it's a holiday weekend, you bet your bottom dollar that a lot of the teams will be playing on Thursday and Friday, and they'll get that long weekend off before the September 4th rolls on in, and we'll know that the school year will be officially started for all the kiddies getting into school. So check out that particular there. And yes, indeed, check out the schedule in your neck of the woods of where football's going to be played, because I'm quite sure somewhere down the line within a radius of 5 to 10 miles, you have a high school team playing in your neck of the woods there, okay? Check it on out. Support those kids. Just cheerleaders. Volleyball started last week. Golf. Some other good stuff there for fall dining and dancing pleasure. So get on out there and support them, really. Get out there and support those kids. Lot of football being played. Lincoln Park is playing Dearborn and so forth. Allen Park Cabrini is playing Marine City. Cardinal Mooney. Dearborn Heights Crestwood is playing Detroit Central. Dearborn Heights Robichaud is playing Detroit Old Redford. Ecorse is on the road against Detroit Denby. Detroit Western International playing Hamtramck. Grosse Ile is going to be playing Riverview Gabriel Richard. Melvindale Academy for Business and Tech will be playing Detroit Pershing. Romulus is going to be playing Riverview. Romulus Summit Academy North is going to be playing Detroit University Prep and Science and Math. Yes, indeed. The Southgate Anderson is going to be playing Melvindale. Taylor is going to take on Wyandotte Roosevelt. Oh, we keep on going down the line. Howe will be taking on Dearborn Fortson, and I already mentioned about River Rouge and Cass Tech getting it on downtown Detroit at Wayne State University. Those are just some of the games. Just some of. Again, check the games out in a neighborhood close to you, okay? You can do that. You can do that for me. Please do that for me. I am going to be, I will say on Thursday, I will really, give it my all. Yes, Thursday. And that's the next time we're going to be on the air. I think. I do believe. So I'm going to just do my best. Can I? Do my best and have at it. Butch On Sports is always a presentation of Oh My Darling Productions. You can check out Butch On Sports on Facebook. Go to Butch On Sports page on Facebook. Check it out. Discover. You can also check out the podcast. If you type in simplybuttoo.podomatic.com. Yes, the Podomatic page. You can also go to Popbean and Scott Nason's page there. He does a great show called The Game, which is right now on vacation. Yes, you can. Check that page out. You can also go to iTunes, boys and girls, and get our podcast extravaganza there as well. Hey, you go to Facebook, hey, check me on out. Give me a like. I enjoy those. Again, Butch On Sports is a presentation of, hey, Oh My Darling Productions. I'm done. Check you out later.